Shalom unto the elect of the nation of Israel, which will consider the 144,000 and the 1/3 of Negro, of so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American descent by the seed of thy father. And first and foremost, before I get into my lesson, I want to start off by giving all praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Chodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone that teach and that rule well today. And salutation also to the fellow laborers that's in the ministry and the believers that's in the faith that scatter worldwide in all truth and sincerity day in and day out. Shalom. So basically, I'm just going to get into a quick lesson touching on this article, which is off, as you can see on the screen, thepeoplevoice.tv. And you can see the headline, WEF suggests hardcore censorship as means of restoring public trust in global elite. Yeah, so, this basically leading to, as I'm going to get into this lesson, the coming of the famine of the word, ultimately. Okay? Because, if you're following along when it comes to the Hebrew Israelites, in particular, the group or the camp that I'm part of, the ministry I'm part of, Great Millstone, here from the South Carolina Midlands branch. Okay? We'll start with the apostles and elders of the main camp of Great Millstone and the fellow laborers of Great Millstone worldwide. Okay, we always go into prophecy what's to come when it comes to the ministry of the Bible. Okay, by the prophets being on the highways and byways and pushing his word, which is going to issue the downfall of this kingdom, America, which is being spearheaded by the biblical Edomites, the so-called white race. Okay, starting mainly with these elites. Because ultimately, this place, America, is going to be destroyed by the way of thermonuclear fire at the present of who the world called Christ, Yahweh Shai, second coming, and the host of angels. Okay? And that's going to lead to the salvation of the elect, the 144,000 and the 1/3 that's destined to be saved. But before that, we're approaching the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay? Meaning that the times that we're coming into, these elites of Esau, Edom, as I just read, the WEF, these elites ready to move forward with their agenda of trying to establish the NWO, and it's going to come by the way of troublesome, okay, for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, as we always known to go into the scriptures to teach the coming of the destruction and the wrath of the Lord, really, what he's going to put on these Edomites when it comes to the NWO. And as we see now, they ready to forward their agenda when it comes to the WEF. Okay, to the point that, they want to come with hardcore censorship when it comes to not only the truth, but public information by the way of the internet that's leaking out when it comes to their agendas as they're being exposed. Because that's one of the main things that Yahweh Shema Shai is doing. Okay, exposing Esau, Edom before Yahweh Shai come back and take him out of power, man. And that's courtesy to the internet. Okay, starting with the prophets and the average person that, had the access to the internet that's starting to, say that they woke, these truthers, okay? These people that have insight when it comes to these agendas, okay, that was once part of these secret councils. Now all of a sudden they finding a conscious and just spilling the beans, okay, and making it public on the internet. And now these elites are afraid, man. Okay, because that was the worst thing that could happen to them when it comes to their exposure. Okay, the NWO being exposed and being leaked out. As once again, it says WEF suggests hardcore censorship as means of restoring public trust in global elite. Okay, because the world is waking up to the wickedness of Esau Edom. Okay, when it comes to the exposure of the NWO, when it comes to their past history, okay, their heinous acts, what they have done to the world, when it comes to the nations, especially when it comes to the Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, the Israelites. Okay, so now it's to the point that you see an uprising. Okay, that people ready to take matters in their own hand, which is going to lead to civil unrest. Okay, people going against their own government, and these elites control the government to be how can I say it, to be the part of their dealings. Okay, the lesser luminary ones, these government officials, okay, that's pushing forth their agenda. When I say the elites, I'm talking about the central bankers, man. Okay, when it comes to the ones that call themselves the Illuminati, okay, such as the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, Oppenheimers, okay, the Gettys, Kennedys, okay, Clintons, okay, etc. The world dominance, as they call themselves, the 1% when it comes to ruling. But due to the internet, now you're starting to see all type of exposure of Esau Edom, especially when it comes to the head tribe, the chiefly head tribe of Edom, Amalek, the ones they call themselves the JEWs today, okay, the small hats. And I got to speak like this in code, because now it's to the point that they trying to censorship and come with a more stronger algorithm, picking up words when it comes to certain individuals' videos, okay, that's being uploaded, mainly especially when it comes to them, individuals doing videos exposing them, okay, because now everything being exposed when it comes to their agenda, when it comes to them trying to bring orchestrated famines, okay, staging these certain events, these crises, okay, wars, okay, as they, now on the verge, more and more pushing pestilence. We know the whole ordeal with 2020, okay, with the CV and what came behind that when it came to that jump shot, okay, when people, roll up their sleeves. And since from 2021, that people that was anticipated and submit, okay, due to that, they, possibly or their job loss or certain benefits, they were scared in to take that JEB. Okay, now it linked out what the cause and effect at this time of it. Where the real purpose of why they want to push that, okay, to basically to depopulate, okay. And now people are waking up to it, man, because people that done took it, they coming out with it. Like I said, because you don't see the cause and effect of it, okay. People just dropping all of a sudden, okay. Like I said, I'm trying to use my word carefully, because we coming to because if we experience it now, that you say certain things, that you talk about the whole health situation, and how this government is such a fraud when it comes to it. Okay, they hit you with misinformation. Okay, they give you a video a strike. Hell, if you talk about the small hats or certain controversy topics, they'll give you a strike. They'll suspend your channel, or it go to the point that they terminate it. And that's all moving towards them trying to control the narrative as they being exposed. Okay, when it comes to the information age, or as these elites like to say, information war. Okay, it's a war of information, because they're losing when it comes to them being exposed, man. Okay, as people are waking up to their wickedness. But ultimately, that's going to lead to the famine of the word. Okay, starting with the prophets, because we the main ones, okay, that's out there giving that warning that ultimately it's the will of Yahweh Shema Shai that exposing Esau Edom. And eventually, Lord is going to bring judgment upon them and disappoint the NWO. And, and they ain't want to, majority of our people, when it comes to Israel, they're not taking heed. Majority of the world, they're not taking heed. But best believe these elites are taking heed. Okay, start with the prophets and on down to individuals that all of a sudden now have a conscience and exposing them, man. Okay, so let me go ahead and, like I said, I'm just gonna read the main point, and I'm gonna get some scriptures because I don't want to make this video too long. But it says WEF suggests hardcore censorship and means of restoring public trust in global elite. Okay, so now they want to come with that. They coming with these summits to talk about the general public when it comes to the freedom of speech. And most people now use their freedom of speech by the way of the internet. Okay, because most of these people now, they not, your average, especially your average American citizen. Okay, majority of, I'll say some, I ain't gonna say majority of them, but people starting to wake up, and now that they got access to the internet, okay, they, putting out information, okay, that's being linked. Okay, you got a lot of these people that, that dig deep, and coming out with information on certain websites that people are waking up to and reporting it by the way of YouTube or TikTok, okay, Twitter, Facebook, okay, the usual apps or outlets, okay, to voice your opinion, okay. And now, it's to the point, it's so much exposure is coming out, okay, that this government is losing trust in certain citizens, okay, that more and more the Illuminati or these elites is a household name, okay, because people are waking up to their madness and they see what's going on in the world, okay, they seeing the oppression, okay, they seeing the inflation, prices going up, job losses, poverty, okay, people catching hell, and all the fingers point toward that is the elites, or which we know as the biblical Edomites. And that's where it starts at. Okay, the Lord raising up the prophets, okay, and which really gonna lead to the famine of the word. Because Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna put the spirit on these devils to regulate the internet. Okay, that they're gonna do away with certain videos, okay, completely. Okay, you already hear the talk about shadow banning. Okay, that brothers put up videos, and when certain brothers put up videos, and if they get about like 10 views, okay, but in all actuality, it's more than that. Okay, your brothers' videos don't show up on a recommended section. Okay, when it comes to certain titles, okay, when you put in certain titles, you might get a couple of videos. Okay, if the title is intriguing. Okay, but now through their algorithm, they picking up on certain things now. Okay, and that's what it talks about in these summits or these meetings. Like I said, cause the main thing they're focused on, best believe, is the prophets, man. Okay, and that's what they're gonna persecute the most. Okay, especially when it comes to the Israelites waking up. So I'm gonna read this right here, and it says, the people of the world are rejecting the globalist agenda because they have too much information at their disposal, according to the World Economic Forum, which has ordered world governments to engage in hardcore censorship as a means of restoring public trust in a global elite. Ain't nobody trusting these devils no more. Okay, because they being exposed, man, when it comes to their past history, okay, and what they're doing now, and what they furthermore want to do. Okay, especially one of the main things that's people starting to pay attention to. Okay, when it comes to these elites, okay, as they're ready to bring forth their NWO, is you hear more talks of martial law, the coming of civil unrest. Okay, these orchestrated famines, food process facilities being burned down, unexpected. These trail derailments. Okay, talks of the chemtrails. Like I said, the VEX, the cause and effect of that. the exposure of that whole CV situation. Okay, so now these devils have nothing left but trying to stop it. Okay, the information from coming out. And that's when the regulation of the internet is going to play a part. Like I say, the Lord is going to give them that authority, because that ultimately going to lead to the famine of the word, man. Okay, when the Lord remove his prophets off the highways and byways and his word off the internet. So let me go ahead and get this. Okay, going into Job chapter 20, verse 27. The heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. Yeah, the heaven represent ultimately this truth that Yahweh Shema Shah woken up the prophets, okay, to expose Esau, Edom, and mainly what's going to lead to their downfall, as Yahweh Shah is going to come back and take them out of power, and Yahweh Shah is going to redeem the Israelites, okay, and that's leading to the word being pushed, and mainly by the way of the internet. Okay, access to the internet, as you seeing Israelites waking up worldwide. Okay, and Esau, Edom being exposed worldwide. Okay, that's why one of the names of the internet is the World Wide Web. Okay, so you seeing Israelites waking up worldwide. Okay, you seeing the counterparts of these average whites. Okay, when it comes to the Edomites and these other nations, exposing. You're seeing people getting up there complaining, okay? And at the end of their complaint, you know, majority of them mentioning it's the government, it's the elites, okay? It's the central bankers, okay? And that's all due to the internet, because most people now use their phones, okay, or their tablets, okay, these smart TVs, okay, to watch it. When it comes to certain alternative news, which they trying to ban now, okay? When people setting up their own podcasts or broadcasts to, spread information by the way of the internet, okay, because people starting to wake up to the public in the public news, such as CNN and Fox, CBS, okay, NBC, okay, whatever that station called, okay, the BBC. Okay, you remember you had RT News, Russia Today News, okay, which they banned certain news like that, because a lot of information is coming out, and it comes to that a lot of these news media that's on the at the front, that's that's popular for the public, that all of them really are set up, okay, they're the really the fake news, okay, where a lot of these news anchors are juiced in with these elites and pushing the narrative, pushing lies. Okay. So that's part of the heaven shall reveal his iniquity. Okay, and going into the internet. Okay, besides the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai that created the purpose of the internet. Okay, for this moment. Okay, of exposing Esau, Edom in this case. Okay. And it says, the heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. And that's where you're starting to see people rising up against the Edomites. All the fingers are pointing towards that Esau, Edom is the problem. Okay, and that's going for all nations. Okay, and that's why these elites are trembling. That's why they have these summits more frequently now. Okay, in Revelation 12:12 going to that. Okay, knowing that they have a short time left. Okay, they coming with that great wrath, man. And they're going to come in the form of their agendas, okay? Orchestrated famines, pestilence, okay? A design financial crash, okay? So they can introduce that. Ultimately, they plan to chip everybody, okay? Which that's the prophecy of Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, the MOTB, okay? As they want to get rid of the physical dollar currency, and bring forth a digital currency in the form of technology, in the form of AI, okay? And that's all leading to that MOTB, that micro, okay? That they want all nations to receive. And that's going to be the only way that individuals can buy or sell on a large scale. Okay, they setting up these smart cities, okay, biometric, facial recognition, surveillance, all that centered around their technology. And people are waking up to that, man. Okay? And so that's the times that we in, man. And people that's not going to submit to that MOTB, they're going to have to face harsh consequences, man. Okay, being thrown in concentration camps. Okay, re-education programs. Okay, when it comes to certain detention centers. Okay, or even to the point of execution. Okay, by the way of the guillotine, firing squads, torture methods. Okay, by the way of martial law, man. So all that's being revealed. Okay, and that's part of the reason why the earth is coming against Esau Edom. To the point that he ain't gonna have no choice but to come with that sword, which is his blessing that the Lord gave him on the left hand side, and how he always known to conquer, okay, the nations, okay, by the way of the sword through his military form, okay, through his technology at this time, okay, because his lies are not working anymore, and that's another reason why they want to, regulate the internet. Let me see. Like I say, starting with the prophets. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 1. And it says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Okay, and the banner represent the Holy Bible. Okay, now it's to the point they want to ban the Bible. Okay, they want to get rid of the Bible. They want to get rid of a higher power, existence of a higher power through their AI technology, saying that there's no God. When it comes to their NWO, they're going to take the role of God, okay, through their technology, okay, through them establishing that MOTB, okay, and having nations to bow down to the image of the beast, okay. But we lifting up the banner, okay, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, mainly the prophets. And you got other people out here that, claiming that they know the Bible, okay, they're trying to come with some knowledge to expose Esau, Edom, the wicked. But majority of them don't have the understanding. That's only given to the elect, okay, starting with the prophets, okay, those that truly pushing the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, okay. And it says, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. And the mountain represent the government. And the highest mountain at this time, or the highest power structure at this time, is America, even though it's on a decline. Because we're in that time of his downfall, which represent the downfall of Esau Edom. Okay? And it says, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the noble. And the gates of the noble, okay, represent these elites, okay? As I made mention earlier, these central bankers that's ruling, and those that's in league with them, okay, when it comes to the, these Edomites and these heathen nations, okay, that siding with them, that's meeting up at these certain summits, okay, such as the WEF, okay, the Blumenberg meetings and stuff like that. The G7, okay, NATO, the EU, having certain councils and having other nations, other countries involved and explaining their plans, their agenda of world dominance, and they know part of they offered under have a war dominance. They got to get the resistance out the way, okay. But like I say, starting with the prophets, man. Okay, us, that the Lord gave us this understanding. And those that claiming they Israelites, going out there teaching. And people that, coming against the system. Okay? So the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is the spirit, okay, has reached to the point that these elites are shooken. They're scared. So that's it on that. Okay, which is going to lead to them trying to bring the regulation of the internet, which is all the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay, because once the Lord, especially when the Lord remove his prophets, these videos of the talking of the Hebrew Israelites, okay, that's going to justify that's going to indicate and justify another step of Esau Edom downfall. And that's also going to come to the point that majority of our people, when it comes to the 2/3, okay, that took this truth lightly or as a joke, that scoff and scorn, that make mockery, that didn't take heed, okay, they're going to be in the rude awakening. Okay, when the Lord removes this word off the internet, and when the Lord removes his men off the highways and byways, okay, and that's when it's going to be the time of all hell breaking loose, man. Okay, so that's what's going to really affect the most, okay, you Israelites. Okay, when it comes to the 2/3, that's destined to be destroyed, because the elect is going to hear this word and eventually be sealed. Okay, start with the prophets of the elect. Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, say the Lord God, Yahweh, okay, which the name of the Lord is Yahweh, okay, in the Hebrew, the Paleo-Hebrew, Yahweh meaning he is or he exists, the true name, okay, and his son name is Yahweh Shai, who the world called Christ, which the name Yahweh Shai in the Hebrew meaning he is the deliverer, and they are the power of us, the Israelites, of so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American descent, okay, and that's what we out there teaching, and that's the main thing that got these devils shook, okay, and the spirit that come along with those, the name of the Lord, okay, and those the entities, man, okay, the true power, okay, the creator of all things, including Esau Edom, because the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai created all nations, but he only chose one, and that's the Hebrew Israelites, okay, starting with the elect. And it said, because these other nations, they're going into captivity, start with the Edomites, once Yahweh Shai return, okay, once the kingdom of Israel is established here on the earth, and the land, the people over there that's in that land, that's occupying our land, those phonies, that land is going to be destroyed by fire, okay, and it's going to be built back up, okay, starting with these elites that escaped the destruction, as they're going to be in their retreats, and you hear more talks of that. That's another exposure, as they got, certain retreats as, bunkers, underground bunkers in the mountains, outer space stations, underwater cities, because they know what's coming, okay, and they starting to see more so-called UFO sightings, the increasing of that, okay, which the information is more and more, especially by the prophets, okay, and they know what it is, okay, they know that the so-called UFOs, okay, when it comes to the chariots, okay, they are angels, so-called black men, and they know that that's how Yahweh Shai is going to return. That's why they got a space force, okay, that the Lord put the spirit on them to create, okay, to, when the time comes, they're going to fight against Yahweh Shai, and they're going to lose miserably, okay, but the elites, okay, is going to be reserved, okay, from the destruction from those missiles and the rest of the heathen nations that remain at that time, just to be gathered up for captivity. And they're going to go into slavery and build up the kingdom of Israel on the earth, man, in our land, okay, starting within our land. But before that, the ones that's over there, that land going to be destroyed to cleanse them out of that land, okay, and they don't want to hear that. So that's another reason why they're going to bring censorship, okay, when it comes to the Hebrew Israelites, okay. And it says, behold, the days come, say the Lord God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, okay, although an actual physical famine is going to come, because that's part of the Lord's judgment, okay, but it says not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord, okay, and that's by the way of the internet, and by the way of Yahweh Shem Shai, removing the prophets off the highways and byways, okay, the street ministry. And it says, and they shall wander from sea to sea. Who's going to be the one that's going to wander? Okay, our people, because this word is only for Israel, but right now it's only for the elect. Like I say, 2/3 of our people, they're not going to receive this truth, and that's going to lead to their judgment. Okay, and salvation ain't for these heathen nations, even though they're going to be looking for answers in that time, because you got a lot of these heathens, they despise the Hebrew Israelites, okay, You know, because we tell them that, you know, salvation is not for all nations. So a lot of these heathens, they come against the truth. But in that time, when all hell break loose, they're going to be trying to look for the prophets, man. Okay, but his word is only for Israel. And right now, mainly the elect. Okay, so it says, behold, the days, verse 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east, and they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. Okay, so they ain't gonna be able to find it, because the Lord gonna remove his spirit when it comes to the preaching and this information that we have now, as we have the time now to teach and preach. Okay, when it comes to the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because ultimately that would matter. And everything that's going on to the exposure of Esau Edom, of his agenda, all of it is linked back up to the scriptures. Okay, first and foremost, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which at this time now the Lord is exposing them, man. Okay, because now it's time for righteousness. Matter of fact, let me get this. Second Esdras, well, that's chapter 6, verse 27. And it says, for evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. Okay, and the evil going into Esau Edom. All the wickedness that he had done. Okay, on down to these heathen nations, on down to 2/3 of our people that's involved in all type of wickedness, all type of madness. Okay, because our people into all these different sets of religions, these false gods, these idol worship. Our people into murdering each other, stealing. Okay, Hosea the 4th chapter verses 1 going into that. Okay, and we out there telling our people, hey, to repent, but they don't want to take heed, man. Okay, so therefore the Lord going to destroy them. Okay, the ones of our people that take that RFID micro, okay, which a lot of our people are going to do. Okay, they're going to be destroyed by those missiles, according to Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. If we give that stern warning, but the only ones that's going to take heed is the elect. And that's the number that we're striving to be part of as we in the know now. And we know eventually Esau Edom is going to be taken out of power. And also we know that Esau is going to be used as the Lord swore to bring judgment upon 2/3 of our people. But our people don't want to hear that, man. Okay? According to Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 9. Okay, the Lord sharpening that sword. And that sword is Esau Edom. Okay? Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. This is Psalm chapter 17, verse 13. Arise, O Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, disappoint him and cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, and Esau Edom is the wicked, according to Malachi chapter 1, verse 4. Okay, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Okay, so Esau Edom, blessing is the sword. Okay, but it's the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And the Lord is going to use Esau Edom as that sword to come down upon 2/3 of our people, man. And we're giving that warning. Yeah, but that's going to be part of the famine of the word. When the Lord take that warning away from 2/3 of our people, and there's going to be judgment as we're closely approaching. So back into Second Esdras chapter 6, verse 20. I start off at 27 again. And it says, for evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched, going into Esau Edom lies and the wickedness of this world. Okay? And it says, as for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which had been so long without fruit, shall be declared. And that's going into Yahweh Shem Yahushai, raising up the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay, by the way of this, the word. Okay, by the way of this truth. Okay, like I say, courtesy to the internet, which, you know, Esau Edom trying to regulate now, because the truth is flourishing. Okay, and a lot of Israelites, like I say, meaning the elect, is waking up through the faith that Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to propose his will. Okay, that he's about to do his will, containing to destruction and the salvation of Israel and the downfall of Esau Edom. That's it on that. Let me see. Hey, so everything that Esau trying to do when it comes to them trying to regulate the internet and, you know, trying to set up his AI and technology, to bring a technocracy, okay, to self-proclaim that he is God and trying to get rid of the existence of the God of the Bible, okay, and the Lord chosen people as they try to do for years. But now to the point is overwhelming due to the truth. But now they're trying to move full throttle as they have these summits, okay, they're trying to bring the NWO. But eventually it's a failed attempt. Cause we are at the end. They don't have their run. Okay? Like I said, the Lord is only gonna allow Esau to run a little bit more when it comes to the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, as these elites gonna come with their wrath, and majority of our people that really matter, the 2/3 gonna get caught up into it, man. Even though these heathens gonna be partaking of it too. Cause these elites don't even care about their own counterparts when it comes to these average Edomites and these heathens. Okay, and these other high position leaders, when it comes to these heathens, they don't care about their own nations. Okay, but that's the Lord will. Okay, for Esau to be that sword. Okay, but eventually Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to disappoint him, man. Okay, this is Psalms chapter 2 verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together at these elites. Okay, on down to ones that's in league with them when it comes to these heathen nations. And it says, the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together. At WEF. Okay? And it says, and against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands. So their agenda is eventually to come against Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay? And trying to come with the NWO under the rule of Satan. Okay? But these elites are in the trick bag. Okay? Because Yahweh Shem Shai created Satan. Okay? Satan is a angel on the left hand side that do the bidding of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay, Satan and the rest of the demons on the left hand side. Because Yahweh Shemel Shai control all things, both good and evil. And he set up Esau Edom to be the representation of evil or wickedness through the spiritual demon Satan. Okay, but eventually the Lord gonna pull that power back from him. Okay, as the Lord taking that their witchcraft from him now. They lies from them now as they being exposed. And that's why they want to ban the internet. Okay, or certain talking points. And it says, the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed. Okay, against who? Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. And us, the Israelites, man. Okay, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. Okay, and they did at one point in time as we fell from our heritage. But the reason why we lost our heritage, because Yahweh Shemel Shai punished us. That's why we went into slavery up under Esau Edom. That's why we lost our identity. Okay, that's why they gave us the false identities of black, African American, Negro, Hispanic, Latino, Mexican, okay, Puerto Rican, Cubans, Native Americans, Seminole Indians. Okay, all those are false identities from our oppressor. Okay, but now we're waking up to our true biblical nationality and finding out we the true Hebrew Israelites and not those ones that portrayed in us, man. Okay? And so now, that's what's part of the agenda. And it says, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. Okay? And cut our bloodline off, man. That's what they eventually want to do. And it says, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, and the Lord shall have them in derision. So they're in derision, thinking they're going forward in NWO. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore the pleasure. And that's going into ultimately when Yahweh shall return, okay, by the way of the chariots, okay, to bring war against Esau, Edom, and these nations' armies, okay, and to take them out of power. And simultaneously, those missiles being launched to destroy this place, America, totally. And this place is never going to be inhabited again by nations. Okay, once the fire dies down, it's only going to be inhabited by desert-like creatures. Like I made mention earlier, in the land of Israel, okay, that's being run by those phonies over there, that land is going to be destroyed ultimately for it to be cleansed and for us to inherit our land, okay, and set up the kingdom, okay, which is the kingdom of Yahweh Shai, which is by default the kingdom of Israel, starting with the elect, okay? And throughout the process of that time, these heathens going to build our kingdom up, okay, start with the elites, as I made mention earlier. And it says, yet I have set my king upon my holy hill of Zion, and that's starting with Yahweh Shai, okay, and 144,000, and King David being part of that as well, okay. And it says, and I will declare the decree, and the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai have said unto me, thou art my son, this day I have begotten thee. Okay, that's going into ultimately Yahweh Shai and us, the Israelites. Okay, the princes of power, Yahshua Allah. Okay, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine heritage, and the uttermost parts of the earth for their possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, and thou shalt dash them into pieces like a pottle vessel. Be wise now, therefore, all you kings, be instructed, ye judges of the earth. And that's what eventually we're going to do. Okay, us are the hopeful elect. When Yahweh Shai return, we're going to judge the earth. And part of that judging, starting with Esau, Edom going into captivity, man, and these heathen nations. Okay. So basically, I went in and there. I ain't, intended to go this long. Just wanted to touch on the point how these elites are, they frightened, man. Okay, and for years, they know, ever since the Israelites have been waking up, and the influence or influx of Israelites waking up, now more and more they moving towards their agenda, trying to move quick. Okay, especially when it comes to them trying to ban certain talking points when it comes to the internet. Mainly they trying to come after the truth, man, because they know that's where it lies at. Okay, start with the Bible. Okay, now the Israelites waking up and exposing them, and other people following suit. Okay, and now they trying to come with, like I say, regulating the internet, censorship. But that's all leaving into the favor of Yahweh Shai Shai. Okay, on bringing judgment upon them and ultimately delivering the elect. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this lesson here, and I pray that the lesson be edifying. Until next time, shalom to the elect. Shalom.